PE first period?
Hold on tight. I'm not exactly sure what's going to happen.
Alright. So this video is about why I should have never graduated from high school. This video will explain why I should have never got my diploma. This video will explain why I never really should have been a part of class of 2002. I should have never walked on stage at Thomas and Mack. I never should have had a graduation party. This video will explain why I should have had a GED. Now, it's not as bad as you think. It is as bad as you think because you're here thinking bad already. Obviously because of the title and what I just said. But it's not as bad as it should have been, could have been, should be, is, and sounds. So, 9th grade, did pretty good. Took my basic classes here and there. I didn't have no A's, didn't have no F's for sure. Possibly. 10th grade went well. That was my first year. I joined the aviation magnet program at my high school. That was amazing, except we had to wear fucking Costco looking khaki colored slacks and a nasty green looking shirt every Tuesday with their name embroidered in it. That was cool. The uniform just wasn't. 11th grade was cool. Not really. You want to know why it wasn't really cool? Well, 11th grade wasn't cool because I had PE for first period. First period. I live in Nevada. It gets hot. So I'm here. I'm going to school for first period, doing physical education outside or in the gym, whatever, running around getting sweaty hot and wasting a shower that I probably just took because I like to take a shower before I left for school. So I would take a shower, walk to school, go to early bird, go to PE. And I would have to stay till like 6th period. But I had gym first period. I don't know who set that up. I don't know why me and the other attendees had to do that, but that was whack as hell. Whack as ever. It's like they were setting us up to be must monsters. Along came 12th grade. I was still in aviation. I was on my 3rd year. I did ground school. I took a full load, so it means I had 6 classes, except I started at early bird and I got to leave after 5th period. 6th period, I didn't have a class. I would get on the bus, go to work, go home, or chill with my homies outside of the school, or go down to somebody's house. Anyways, 12th grade is where I shouldn't have graduated high school. So I remember early bird, I had problems with my teacher. I had taken Algebra 2. I believe the dude's name was Mr. Kratzer, not sure. But I remember I had that class with Ruben Da Silva, Clarence Swan, and a bunch of other characters were in that class. Actually, I think one of the cheerleaders, Danny, was in there. Danny's a lady. Her name is Danielle. But anyways, wasn't the other one in there from Salt and Pepper? Whatever the white girl's name was. And then first period, I would go to Spanish 2 or whatever that was. Give me some Espanol conjugation going on. Talk about cacahuates and leche con chocolate. That's my favorite. I fucking love chocolate milk. I'll always forget. I'll always remember leche con chocolate and cacahuates, peanuts, which is what elephants get paid to perform in the circus. Anyways, I went to a bunch of other classes. U.S. history, I think it was, where we learned about like wars and shit. I fucking hate history. History is cool in its own, but I fucking hate taking history courses. That's how I need to put it. That's more specific. Fucking hate history courses. Then I was taking English 3, which is one of those classes that you have to complete to graduate. I believe it's history, English, and basically all the other ones. You gotta have all these credits, you gotta pass proficiencies, but English for sure was one of the classes you had to pass to graduate. It's like, if you go to college to become an accountant, you gotta take some math and some accounting to graduate. If you want to be a doctor, you can take all the computer classes you want, but you're not gonna graduate and be a doctor if you don't take no medical classes. You feel me? Teacher gave us a project. I'm gonna over-exaggerate just so you can understand how I saw it. It was a 50-page paper. Some kind of research paper. maybe even closer to a thesis type paper. And it was our midterm. So it was during the middle of the semester. No test, it was just this big paper. And it was for half our grade. I was a procrastinator. And on top of that, I just didn't do it. Time to turn it in, I was just like, what? Oh, fuck, whatever. But then I saw my grade and I was failing. It was like no way I could pass because I got a 0. So if half my grade is 0, I don't think I can ever get a D to pass or a C to pass. You know what I'm saying? Lucky for me, not for her. She got sick somehow and had to go through the surgery and she's gonna be out for the rest of the semester. So we got this substitute lady who was kind of slow. I'm not gonna say she was slow, but she was too old to be a substitute for that type of class. She should have been a substitute for middle school in some kind of course where you're gonna pass no matter what. Like homeroom or study room. One of those classes. Is that what's called, study room? Whatever. I had a class in middle school where you went and just did homework. You sat there and quiet. It was like detention in the middle of the day, but it was a class. It's like study room or some shit. It was like homeroom before doing work that you already got. Anyways, so to pass, I don't know if this lady was going to use the old system with the computer system, which the original teacher was using to keep up with her grade, or just start fresh. But I went on that computer and changed my grade for that paper. I tried to give myself like an 80, 90, and the computer was like, can't get over this much for late turned in work. I was like, oh, word? So I gave myself like a 60 percentile grade. So I was gonna pass. But that's the main reason I shouldn't have passed that class and graduated high school, because I would have got an F on that midterm paper. But I graduated, I passed that class, and eventually I went on to some higher education, community colleges and stuff. But I will say I paid for it. Kind of had to start fresh in college. I had to take some remedial math and English. The math was because of me. Personally, I loved math, but Algebra 2, the teacher was just, his teaching method wasn't on. It wasn't spot on. I wasn't really big on doing the homework. But I started over, took my math, got all the way up to calculus. I started with like, I don't even know if it was algebra, math 95. It wasn't even 100 course, but got all the way to calculus 2 or calculus 1. I did take calculus. I took both pre-calculuses and then the next calculus for sure. I don't know if I went to calc 2. But with English, I also got up to, I started at like English 95, 96, and I made it up to like a 200 course. And pretty much I learned English. In English, to write a good paper is just a system. And I'm going to do a whole separate video on that. But the teacher basically taught us that if you give him 5 good, decent paragraphs in a certain format, which the next video will tell you how to write a good English paper cheat sheet. It's not a cheat sheet, but it's a nice method. If you use that, give 5 good paragraphs, intro, body, outro, and then do the method, you get a damn good grade. It's a decent paper. It's nothing spectacular. You're not going to end up on the Wall Street Journal or in the library with it, but hey, you did what you could do. So yeah, make sure you watch that video if you're having trouble with English, especially if you're on college level and just don't know how to write a paper. You know how to research and stuff, but you don't know how to put it down on the paper and report it, turn it in. This should help you a little bit. It's like having a skeleton and you just got to put the meat on the bones and then you got to fucking barbecue. Okay? But anyways, I'm glad I graduated high school and just went on with my life. It would have sucked if I wouldn't have passed. I know I kind of cheated, but I didn't, kill anybody. So I didn't commit any ungodly law. I didn't break any God laws. You might look at me different. Whatever. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. As long as nobody gets hurt, there's no blood, guts, fire, shit, tears. Didn't get caught. I'm admitting it. It's been a couple years. What's that, statute of limitations? Way past. So, whatever, man. If I had to do the paper again, if I had to run up on this teacher, don't come at me high school trying to make me do some shit over again. You have to pay me to do it, just so you know. Okay? I took my English courses. I paid for my credits. I paid some excess credit fees. So, the state's got their taxes and all that good shit. Anyways, if I ran this teacher, she asked me to do it again, it'd be no problem. I use my formula and just make this body even bigger. I'd get 50 pages. I might give you 52 just to be a jackass. 1-page intro. Like if you like my story, dislike if you didn't like my story. But if you just like my honesty, give me a thumbs up, man. Don't be hater. Subscribe if you want more videos to come to you on the regular. If not, just go to my channel homepage and check out all my playlists, and then you'll see, from there what I do, what I talk about. Just get into one of those, or just watch them all. Click play all. It's the best way to do it. Knock it on random and you're good, man. Sit back for half an hour and just let me talk to you. Let me show you my world. Let me show you my perspective, man. And leave comments. Comments are cool. I'd appreciate comments more than a like. I'd appreciate a subscribe more than a comment, more than a like. But even if you don't do that, I appreciate you watching. So this is Chunk Soup for Soup.tv. And this has been Why I Shouldn't Have Graduated High School. PE first period? Peace. What up, yo? This is Soup.tv. Thanks for watching. Why don't you give me a like right quick? And then if you go to the opposite side, it's like the mathematical equation like right here. If you use the isosceles triangle, hit subscribe. God damn, man.